Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to show off what I picked up this week so far. On Sunday I had to work late because we had department inventory. I had a little bit of time, so I went to Blue Ridge Hospice Thrift. I picked up 2 titles for myself. And then I'm going to show off some stuff I picked up yesterday from McKay's and a couple from Dollar Tree nearby. And then I got a package from Grindhouse Video. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, first up is Blue Ridge Hospice Thrift. I found a copy of the reissue from 2007 of Meatballs with Bill Murray. There's that. This one also stars Harvey Atkin, Kate Lynch, Russ Banham, Christine DeBelle, and Sarah Torgov. This does have a few other people that were related to Ghostbusters in there. Ivan Reitman, the director, and then Harold Ramis, he co-wrote this movie, and then the music was done by Elmer Bernstein. So there you go. And then the last title that I picked up from there was St. Elmo's Fire with Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe, Andrew McCarthy, Demi Moore, Judd Nelson, Ali Sheedy, Andy McDowell, and Mayor Winningham. A couple 80s comedies here. This one was directed by Joel Schumacher. Alright, so that's it for that. Alright, I'm going to show off my McKay's pickups. I got 1 Blu-ray and all the rest are DVDs. So I found The Hulk on Blu-ray. This is the one with Eric Bana and Jennifer Connelly in it, with Sam Elliott, Nick Nolte, and Josh Lucas. So this is an upgrade for me. Trying to get all the Marvel movies. Well, actually this one was Universal, but it's still Marvel related. So there we go. Alright. Got The Groomsmen with Edward Burns, John Leguizamo, Matthew Lillard, Donald Logue, Jay Moore, and Brittany Murphy with the slip. This is in the bargain bin, so I got it. Decided to get that one. Another one in the bargain bin. This one gets a lot of hate, but I went ahead and got it anyway. House of the Dead, artisan release on DVD. This one's got Clint Howard in it. I don't recognize anybody else in here, but I'm gonna show you that right there. Might have. All right, and then we got the Jane Austen Book Club here with Kathy Baker, Maria Bello, Mark Blucas, Emily Blunt, Amy Brenneman, Hugh Dancy, Maggie Grace, Jimmy Schmitz, Kevin Zeggers, and Lynn Redgrave. I was going to pick this one up from the Kino Lorber June Swoon sale, but I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. So I just sold it with the DVD. It was in the clearance, bargain bin. This is Jim Belushi and Michael Caine in Mr. Destiny. This one's also got Linda Hamilton in it as well, along with John Lovitz. Next one is Officer Down with Stephen Dorff, Dominic Purcell, Anna Lynn McCord, David Boreanaz, Soldier Boy, James Woods, and Stephen Lang. Yeah, I didn't know Soldier Boy was an actor. I thought he was just like a low budget rapper. Alright, and then the last title I picked up from McKay's is Voodoo Moon. I don't recognize anybody in here, but it's an Anchor Bay release. I'm trying to. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Dee Wallace is in this movie, and so is Jeffrey Combs. It says on the back. Oh, there you go. I've actually met Jeffrey Combs before. Weird guy. So that's it from McKay's. I got 3 titles here from Dollar Tree. They're all high octane releases. You got America Has Fallen, The Answer, and Viking Siege. Apparently they, from the back of this, they compare this to Evil Dead. Yeah, right. Why would you compare Evil Dead with Vikings? I don't know. I don't get that. But that's it from Dollar Tree. Alright, and now what everybody's actually here for. Big old box here from Grindhouse video today. I had to open one of them because it was dislodged, but I ended up opening all of them. Actually, there was 2 that were dislodged, but the discs were fine. You know, I don't usually have an issue with Grindhouse video, so. So this is all the stuff that was on clearance. They're all DVDs. I didn't find any. I didn't feel like spending the extra money to get the upgrades that I was interested in. All right, everything pretty much is horror in here. A couple sci-fis, but mostly horror. And yes, some Wild Eye releasing as well. Sorry, guys. All right, first one is a full moon release. It's called Horrific. And I don't recognize anybody in this movie. I think this is actually an anthology, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you got Crypt of the Undead, Terror of Vision, and Masters of Death. So it's three different stories here. So, Crypt of the Undead was directed by Victoria Sloan. Terror Vision was directed by Richard Chasen, and Masters of Death was directed by Martin Tate. It says 2004 on here, but I don't know if that's when it actually came out or if this was just the compilation release. So there's Horrific. Next one is an ROJ Entertainment release with Brad Dourif. Last Kind Words. He's the first name on here, so I don't know if that means that he's actually in this movie for longer than 10 minutes. But this also stars Spencer Daniels from Star Trek in here. I think it's the remake. Or, sorry, not remake, reboot. And it's also got Alexia Fast from Jack Reacher in here as well. So this is from 2012. I think that's Brad Dourif right there, if I remember correctly. He's the guy that plays the voice of Chucky in Child's Play, amongst others. He's also an urban legend. He played that creepy gas attendant in the beginning of the movie. Alright, next up is another full moon release. Charles Band's The Creeps. This is from the same guy that brought us Puppet Master. So, there's that. This was produced and directed by Charles Band. I don't recognize any of the cast members on there, but you can look at it right there. This one's from 1997. Next up is a midnight releasing title called Ghost Bride. Don't recognize any of the cast members on this, but the artwork looked really cool, so there you go, Ghost Bride. This one's from 2013. And it is, I believe it's in English. Yeah, I think it's in English. Got some creepy Asian horror here too coming up. All right, next up is this looks like a cheesy movie. It's called Evil Aliens. An unstoppable invasion and unlikely band of heroes were in big trouble. And then the aliens have a sign that says trespassers will be shot. That's kind of funny. This is from 2005, and it's from Image Entertainment. Alright. Next one is an E1 release called Ghoul, based on, well, it says inspired by true events. Loosely, I'm sure. This is like a seance type movie, looks like. They got like that Ouija-esque looking stuff here. This is from 2015. It's not rated either. So this takes place in the Ukraine. Okay. Alright. Oh, this is from the executive producers of Triple X, Fast and Furious, and Wrong Turn 2. Okay, that's a heck of a combination. So, there you go. Alright. Next up is a Wild Eye releasing called Breaking Spirits. Classes dismissed. I don't know if this is a teacher or a student. Maybe it's a student, but she looks like she's possessed. And she's got like scissors, stapler, pen, pencils, books, and a X-Acto knife right there. Kind of creepy looking. I'm sure this movie is really low budget, but we'll see. Best friends forever in life and in death is the tagline on the back here. From 2016, and it's written and directed by Sean Donnelly. Yeah. Alright. Next title is from Epic. Epic Pictures, and this is a region-free disc called The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw. I believe this is some kind of okay, alright. An isolated and devout community ravaged by a plague becomes increasingly suspicious of a woman and her beautiful daughter, who remains untouched by any disease. As tensions and anger mount, townsfolk confront the mother and daughter, for whom they believe have made a pact with the devil in order to achieve their riches. Looks like a timepiece, though, because it looks like it takes place like during like the Black Plague or something like that, because everybody's dressed in like, you know, the clothes back from that period. So we'll see. All right. Next up is another Wild Eye. Animalistic. Vengeance is Hers. Shows a kind of like a cabin on the outside with the girl in front with a gun. This looks like a revenge flick more than a horror, but okay. In this chilling revenge thriller, Emma, an oil company executive, travels from Australia to the U.S. to close a politically controversial deal. On her way to speak at a press conference, she hails a taxi cab, but is drugged and abducted by the driver. She awakens bound in an isolated, filthy cabin at the mercy of a trio of psychopaths who she will have to turn the tables on in order to escape in one piece. Okay, so it's like a survival type movie. Okay. From 2015, it's in English. It was filmed in the US and Sweden. Okay. Alright. I do like my revenge films, but we shall see with that one. I know Wild Eye gets a bad rap, but we'll see. Next one is called Beware the Children. Another one from a Wild Eye. This one was the one that was dislodged, but it was fine. The disc was okay.
Do you want the light?
Okay. So there's that. This one is written, directed, and executive produced by Kimberly Taylor Fagan from 2014. These kids are not afraid of monsters, they are the monsters. Oh boy. So there you go. Alright. We're not even halfway, we're about halfway done here with this. He's fine. He's just Brendan's fine. He's just probably just getting comfortable. All right. Next up is another RLJ. This is Bloody Homecoming with the slip. And this one's directed by Brian C. Weed. I don't know if that's a play on words, but that's what his name is on the back here. Old school slasher done right, says this author. I'm like, okay, alright. Let's see. A group of seniors anxiously prepare for homecoming night in a sleepy town of Winston. 3 years after a tragic accident left a student dead at the annual dance, they find themselves haunted by a deadly visitor from their past. Unable to bury old demons, it looks like it's finally payback time and someone's out for blood. Before the night is over, the halls will run red as they are stalked, staked, and butchered by a relentless savage killer bent on revenge. They must stop whoever is hunting them, or this year's dance is going to be a killer. Looks interesting, but we'll see. Alright, next up here. Let's see, next up is from... Hang on, let me look here. Couldn't really see in the front here. This is by Monterey Media. This is from Canada then. Might be from Canada, I don't know. But this film stars Melora Walters from Big Love, William Mapother from Lost, Joanna Brady from Fame, Jackson Rathbone from Twilight, and The Last Airbender, Ava Gaudette from Ugly Betty, and Sofia Vasileneva from My Sister's Keeper. It's called Hurt. This one's a well-crafted thriller fraught and with simmering tension. A tense, sinister gothic thriller that slowly brings you to the edge of your seat and doesn't let up till the credits begin to roll. Yeah, we'll see about that. Hurt is a great and scary horror thriller. Okay, well, we'll see about that as well. Okay, we'll see. But there we go. Alright. Next one is a Tartan Asia Extreme title. It's called Cinderella. This is a Korean film. Not to be confused with the fairy tale. Sorry about that. We live across the street from a hospital, so sometimes you'll hear not fire engine, excuse me. You'll hear ambulances every now and then. But after a certain time, they're not allowed to put their sirens on while they're going into the ER. All right. But anyway, let me go back to what I was talking about here. This is from 2006, Korean. It's in Korean. I think it's got English subtitles. Doesn't say, but it says original language is Korean. Maybe you have an option of English. I don't know. But for what it looks like, it looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously. It's got a cool slip on it too. Next one is another Tartan Asia Extreme called Cello. This one's also in Korean, and it's also from 2006. Alright. Next one here is a creepy doll movie called Maronier. Maronier?
Mariner?
No, it's Maronier. Maronier.
Is it?
Yeah, I know.
Weird.
There's Maronier. This is a Japanese movie with English subtitles, 2003. It's a short film. It's only 80 minutes. Looks very low budget on the back. Let's see, puppets, murder, Japanese schoolgirls. Some things are just so strange they have to be seen to be believed. The bizarre imagery and stage set pieces, but the puppets are striking, and the twisted plot has a strange if sinister charm. Let me see here. Alright, Marino loves her Maronier doll that was unfortunately made by a demented genius who uses a diabolical machine to turn human beings into wax dolls. Maronier's assistant, Nimai, is even more insane and takes a fancy to Marino. He begins to stalk her, and when that isn't enough, he takes Marino and her friends prisoner, plunging them into a dream world of living dolls and satin wedding gowns, hacked body parts, and bondage. Oh boy. In his underground lair, Nimai's girl dolls come to life and start killing everyone, and it's a nightmare. Looks really weird. I think this one was like $4 or $5. I think it was like 4, if I remember correctly. Alright, this one looks really weird. This is like Scooby-Doo, but like horror at the same time. I don't know, that's what they're comparing it to. It's called Saturday Morning Mystery. The tagline is Scooby-Doo meets the Evil Dead. We'll see about that. I seriously doubt that. But this is a macabre release. You'll see some of these titles at Big Lots. Let's see. When a foursome of paranormal detectives who happen to travel in a vintage van accompanied by their canine companion, sound familiar in quotes, realize their business is on the rocks, and they agree to investigate a creepy mansion with a mysterious past. Set more on debunking a hoax than hunting ghosts, the team discover what awaits them in the dark is more terrifying and a lot deadlier than anything that could have expected. Don't recognize any of the cast members though, but it's directed by Spencer Parsons. This looks like the horror version of Scooby-Doo, but live action. I don't know. We'll see. I actually want to watch this one like soon. Alright, another full moon release here. This is The Dead Hate the Living. It's got like a weird guy on the front here. This one is from 2000. A region-free disc. Hour and a half long. Directed by Dave Parker, and also the screenplay was written by him as well. It says classic zombie horror on the back. It looks kind of low budget though, but most of the full moons do. Charles Band was not a part of that movie at all. Alright, I got quite a few more here, so we're going to try to make it to a half an hour here. I'll probably have to do less though, we'll see. Claustrophobia. Some memories are best left in the closet. I like the cover. Looks like a guy coming, trying to go through like a sheet or like the wall or something. This one is from 2009. This specific release is from 2012 though. You get Russell Harvard in here. He is from There Will Be Blood and Hamill. I don't know what Hamill is, but There Will Be Blood, I've seen that one before. And the music score is by the band Kato. Apparently they did music to Wall Street 2 and Smokin' Aces. So, yeah. Alright. Looks low budget on the back. Some low budgets are good depending how it was done. Alright. Next up is American Backwoods, Slough, Hampshire. Death is not the worst of evils. This one, I don't recognize the cast members either, but it was directed by Flood Reed. It was also written and produced by him as well. This is from 2015, 103 minutes, and it's a horror slasher survival film. Oh, sorry, the actual, well, it was released in 2015, but it was filmed in 2013. It takes place in 1994. That's very random. Alright, go over the last few here real quick. Next one, I think people we're finding this at Dollar Tree. I'm not sure. It's called Dead Girls. It's got Lynn Lowry, Mia Doran, Brian Rooney, Joe Caballero, and Madeline Matsey. Directed by, oh, there's two directors in here. Okay, Del Lowry and Neil Fisher. This is from 2014, 91 minutes. And this is a Brain Damage Films release here. Alright, we got quite a bit more here, so I'm just going to go over these as fast as possible. Oh, sorry about the shaky cam there. Next one is a sci-fi / western. I know, we're mixing genres. It's called Time Slingers. The tagline is "Two worlds will collide." The front cover has alien spaceships with a cowboy with a gun on the front. This one looks really cheesy. Sarah and Tom Johnson are two very bored teenagers, but that's all about to change. During a family vacation to an old western ghost town, the bickering siblings stumble upon a portal which catapults them back in time to the Old West. As if that wasn't odd enough, they meet a friendly baby alien. Will's ship has just crash-landed in this prairie of the past. The creature's mother has been captured by some greedy locals and can only survive for a few hours in the Earth's atmosphere. Kids must somehow find a way to help the scared space visitor and his mom escape the planet before time runs out, and they're transported back to the future. This is a full moon release. It was executive produced by Charles Band and directed by George Eschbammer. This is from 1999, and it's an hour and a half long. It looks very weird to me, but we'll see. Alright. Next one is The Black House. Home is where the horror is. This is another Asian film. I believe it's from, this is from Tokyo. Yes, it's a Japanese film. And it's in Japanese with an English dub. 118 minutes, and yeah, so we'll see. Let's see, next one is a Shriek Show title called Amok Train. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but I think I have, but I haven't. I mean, I've seen the cover. I haven't actually watched the film. From 1989. This is the 2012 reissue, and it was directed by Jeff Whitney. Not rated. Okay, we got another Korean title. I think. Hold on. No, not Korean. Excuse me, Japanese title here. This is from the director of Death Note. This is God's Left Hand, Devil's Right Hand. Well, that's the English title. I don't know what the Japanese title is. I probably wouldn't even be able to pronounce it. But the actual girl in here looks really weird. Looks like Samara from The Ring a little bit because of the hair. Oops. Dropping stuff. Next one is a Screen Media release called The Gansfeld Haunting. You get Bruce Willis's daughter, Rummer Willis. You get Taylor Cole, Ryan Donahue, and Toby Hemingway. I forgot that she was doing movies now. Bruce Willis's daughter, because she's old. I think she's in her 20s. It's also got Billy Zane in it, too. For how long, I don't know, because he's like one of the last people that are listed on the back here. And it was directed by Michael Oblowitz. 84 minutes from 2013. There you go. Next up is a 3-film collection from Shriek Show. You got Beast in Heat triple feature. First film is Flash for the Beast. Then the second movie is Shadow Dead Riot, and then the third one is Late Fee. They're all on their separate discs too, so that's pretty cool. So there's no compression there. Let's see here. I don't think it says what years they're from. Oh, maybe on the inside. Flesh for the Beast is from 2003. Dislodged. Hold on a second. Shadow Dead Riot is from 2005. Late Fee is from 2009. Okay. All right. And the last title here is called Amnesiac. I don't recognize any of the cast, but it's got John Stoles, Gemma Deerfield, Edwina Lee, Katya Greer, and Leon Florentine. Sometimes the past is best forgotten. This one's from 2013 from Midnight Releasing. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright guys, that's everything I got this week so far. I'm planning on going to pick up Quiet Place Part 2, probably tomorrow. Might get Spiral too, we'll see. We'll see. I do want it though, but yeah, if they're good prices. Alright, so take care, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.